know my wife, you know what I'm saying, I got her early. I was 19. I got her before she started really thinking, and she had a lot of options, right? I scooped in early, right? I know when she look at me, I ain't like, this is what I've always dreamed of. But I put myself in a position now, the dude that she dreamed of, he probably ain't gonna put her kids through college cash. He's not gonna have her at the mall and do whatever you want to do. She had MS. He probably ain't gonna go to every doctor's appointment, because if he that fine, he probably in the mirror looking at himself too, right? He taking care of himself, so I'm doing everything I can. If she leaves me, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. About 30, 40 days into the romance, and my man ain't cooking and cleaning, she gonna be like, it's been fun. I gotta go home. Come on, you think I'm laughing? I'm not laughing. You think I'm playing with my staff? I'm not playing. I put myself in a position, if my staff ever thought about leaving me, they might be able to be gone for a couple weeks, couple months, and say, you know what, we had it good. I put my kids in a position like, yeah, you can go with your little homies if you want to. You can let your friends lead you if you want to. But I'm so good to you as a father, I don't think you want to let your homeboy help you make decisions. I think you want to call me and ask me what I think about it. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? I'm putting everybody in my life. If you walk out, it won't be because I didn't give 120%. If you walk out, it'll be because you just like, yo, I need to go do something else. It won't be because E.T. just didn't pour into you and love on you. Your life is what it is because you're giving 70, and this is why I'm hurt. I'm hurt that you hurt. Like, that's the thing that bothers me when I talk to humans. I'm hurt that you think that your life should be something else when that's the percentage that you're giving. Like, you coming to work late and you leaving early, and you had a slice I did while you hadn't gotten a promotion. You brought nothing to the table. I tell my staff this all the time, like, do me a favor. Do you know what it's like for us to have to get up every day and grind? Do you know what it's like to have to work for free? You came into this company and you got paid immediately. You didn't have to go without. You ain't got to wake up worrying about how other people gonna get their bills paid. You don't have to worry about nothing. You just want to know if your check coming every month or not. Do you know what I go through to make sure everybody got their check? I can fire you tomorrow. All you do is manage. You don't create nothing. You're not bringing in no money. You're not doing nothing that's making us make more money. All you're doing is helping us to maintain. And guess what? I can get rid of them 120%. Listen to me, 120%. Beyonce said, I can have another one of you in a minute.
Yeah.
She wasn't playing. She did that. She wasn't talking to hear herself talk. She said, I'm Beyonce. Like, don't get it twisted. I'll have another one of you in a minute. If you serious, put a ring on it. You hear this stuff, oh, that's cute. She's like, Well, I'm telling you, it's 120. If you serious, put a ring on it. And so this is what I'm telling you. You ain't put a ring on it. You're not serious. You ain't put 120 on it. So you don't deserve anything. You on luck right now. Your whole life right now. If you're giving 70 or 80, your whole life on luck. Your whole life on chance, and you hoping everything work out for you. My life ain't on chance. My life is on choice. And I choose to give 120%. And listen to me, wherever the chips may fall, I worked at Michigan State University and got fired. Let me tell you something. Well, I quit because she wanted to fire me. Let me tell you something. I gave 120%. When I walked away, I got fired from a church once. I'm not playing. When I walked away, I took my shoes off and sat my shoes there. And I wiped the dust off my shoes and said, you gonna hurt that you let me go. I'm not gonna hurt. And those people that let me go, they gotta watch me on YouTube on a regular basis. They gotta cut their TV on and see me on a regular basis. They gotta hear about me everywhere they go. They gotta hear about me. I wasn't upset that they let me go. Why? Because I gave 120. And when you get 120, you can let the chips fall wherever they want to fall. But for some of you in trouble because you're giving 70. Your kids, those boys on the block, they got more influence over your kids than you do, and that ain't right, Father. You working 60, 70 hours a week and you don't even know your son. You don't even know his birthday. You don't know how old he is. You don't know what he's playing. You don't know what his stats are. You don't know if my man play offense, defense. You don't have the slightest idea if your daughter's dating or not. You don't know if she's in a gang. You don't have the slightest idea. You're giving 60% as a father. Here's the deal. You're giving 60%, and then you have the nerve to tell me, but I'm paying for them to do this and that. That has absolutely nothing to do with being a father. That just means you're a good worker. You don't get brownie points because you're doing your reasonable service. You don't get brownie points for doing your reasonable service. I'm not going to give you brownie. Your wife's not going to give you brownie points because you're making sure that the mortgage is paid and the car note is paid. That's your reasonable service. So what? You're giving 90% at work. You're only giving 60 at home. And they don't do the mean. Like they don't add it up and do the average. It don't work like that. And so yes, it's hard. If it was easy, everybody would do it. Yes, it's hard running a company, being a full-time pastor, being a husband, having 2 children in college, traveling the world. It is not easy. But I ask for it, and I'll do whatever it takes to maintain it. It is not easy wearing all these hats. But I'm not about to quit. I'm not about to give up. We're going to go 120. Come on. We're going to go 120. Come on, we're going to go 120. So I'm going to have to get y'all out of here early. So we're going to watch this real quick. Y'all got some schoolwork to do. I told you that stuff. I told you the goals to write down, the 5 senses, who we're doing this for, what will happen if we make it happen, and what will happen if we don't make it happen. We got our wives in the room. It's not cheap coming to Australia. It's not cheap coming to Australia first class. It's not cheap going from city to city and staying in hotels. Glenn and his staff, my staff, we made some sacrifices. Right? But it's 120. It's 120. And I love it because we're here with our wives, and our wives have, like the time they've been here already, they got like a little sheet that they kept with some notes. Like if we come back, and that's up to us, that will be based on this trip. There's some things we want to see you change. We're like, change? Like we just bunch out Australia. We love it, but here's some suggestions on the next trip. Right? Which means what? That was 95, thank you. But you were downstairs talking about 120, 120. So when we come back, we need 120. You hear what I'm telling you? So we're not, listen to me. Okay, let me say this because I want to make sure you hear me. We will never, ever complain again. My wife is not doing this. My husband's not doing this. My children not doing it. My boss is not. My staff is not. We're not going to do that no more. What we'll do every time we have a challenge is say, I got to rise to 120. We're not crying no more. I think the thing was shut up. Shut up. So E.T., what, like you can't give me a couple minutes to cry? No, I can't. Why? Because after you finish crying and murmuring and complaining, guess what happens? Talk to me. Guess what happens? Nothing. So because I love you, I can't let you spend 40 minutes. I can't let you spend 2 days. I can't let you spend a week on the couch crying and murmuring and whining when I need you to give all 120. I need you to give all that energy to your goals. Because when you take off to cry and you finish crying and get up 7 days later, guess what? That problem's still there. You told your wife, boo, I'm working and I'm at the church and I got it. And when you finish doing all that, she did not say, you know what, you're absolutely right. You're doing so much. Continue to forsake me. I'll be fine. Well, that's not what she's saying. She's saying, okay, keep doing what you're doing, but the Johnny at the church been talking to me lately. Come on, y'all, let's just keep it 100. If you ain't meeting the need, somebody gonna try to meet it. It's not rocket science. I'm trying to help you. My man, 37 years. My man got a divorce after 37 years. He ain't tripping on his wife, but because of some stuff that's happened with his wife and his children, he can't see his grandkids now. And so I was like, what were you doing? He's like, I ain't never committed adultery. I never hurt my wife or spoke to her, so I never put my hands on her. I was like, what do you do? He said, well, I ran marathons. And I ran over 100 marathons all over the world. And so she complained about us not spending enough time. I was like, let's look back. Would you do 50 marathons now if you had the choice? Or 20 and keep your wife? You lost everything. And I don't want you to lose everything given 70%. When you live in Australia, you could be a part of the Australian dream. Like, you can make that a reality in your life. I'm not talking to a third world country. I'm not talking to people when I finish talking to them, they're going back to prison. They're going to put back on the jumpsuit and go behind the bars. I'm talking to people that can live whatever life you decide you want to live. But you can't tell me you want to live this life and you giving this percent. I want, for those of you who are fathers, put that right next to it. I was here. Father, put that down. I want your kids to know you were here. Listen to me, husband, wife, whatever you teacher, whatever engineer, like put that down. I was here. I was here. I lived. I loved. I was here. I was here. And that's my goal. Like when you walk out of this room, I don't want you to live for your mortgage anymore. Like, yo, for real, I'm trying to be honest with you. What CJ and myself and Carl, what we try to accomplish and what we're trying to do is so big that when we make it happen, the mortgage is going to be taken care of. I don't even trip on money. I don't have to worry about money. I pour into the world and money's going to come to me. I'm not on money, cars, houses, and clothes. Like, the dreams that I have, if those dreams become a reality, all of that other stuff is going to happen. We have Breathe University students in Australia. I'm not even from Australia. We have people all over the world that are part of our program. What am I telling you? I am here. If I die today, right now, the videos live on. The books live on. The mixtapes live on. I was here. Some of you are alive and you ain't even here yet. You're in your 20s and you merely existed. You've not experienced life yet. I want you to live.